So this past week in class, we've been doing a lot more hands-on things with the children. So what we did was we had the Zoom interview with them. First of all, I think that it went really well. It could have definitely gone better because I do remember there was one question that they all needed a little bit more clarification on. But for the rest of the questions, there was really no issue with them answering. They were very helpful as they did elaborate a lot. We didn't even have to ask them what social media apps they were referring to or what they were talking about. And they would say it if it had something to do with Instagram. They wouldn't just vaguely say, oh, an app like this. They would say, oh, well, with Instagram. So that was good because that obviously showed us that these kids do know what they're talking about. They are as involved in social media as we originally thought. And then still with the whole entire interview process, another reason I thought it went well was that the kids weren't confused. They were not confused at all. So it was definitely good because as a group, if we obviously are selected to actually physically go to the school, as a group, we really were able to see how the kids interact with each other, interact with the teachers while they were answering the questions, who participated a lot, who didn't participate, who's scared to participate, and all of that kind of stuff. And that was very helpful. Then I also liked that Professor Morse ended up asking some follow-up questions because those were very helpful as well. Overall, group-wise, we took a lot of good notes on it. We were very thorough with it. We were getting quotes in there, what the kids were saying specifically, and just paying attention overall. Something that I paid attention to and that I kind of saw a lot was, and I'm hoping we can implement it in the video that we're going to do. What I saw a lot was that whenever a kid would answer a question or the teacher would be like, okay, like someone go up, they would answer it, they would do it perfectly, and then the teacher would give them a piece of candy. So obviously that has gotten me thinking, obviously if we were to go and participate physically at the school, incentives are ways to get the lesson going and it continue going, because obviously when one kid walked up and answered, they got their piece of candy, but just because one kid already went, that kind of opens a door for all the other kids to think, oh, maybe I'll go up and answer this question. Maybe I'll answer this question. And it was really great, honestly. It went better than I thought. Now, group-wise, we have just been kind of doing more of the same work, just a lot of brainstorming, a lot of thinking. But obviously, after we got our assignment and information that, okay, if you are selected as a group, out of all the groups in the class, 2 are being selected to physically go there, we do have some ideas for that and how we can really grab the teacher's attention when we make our video to send over to them. And some of the ideas that I've just personally had was, like I just mentioned previously, the incentives. The incentives are really good, and I'm going to be using the resources that I have to be able to understand the kids as much as I possibly can. I have a younger brother who's in 8th grade, and because of that, I am able to kind of put 2 and 2 together, and I'm going to ask him and pass our ideas by him and ask him, would this make you interested? Would this make you not interested? Etc. Additionally, I am hoping to be able to use him as not only a verbal source for getting confirmation that this would actually keep the kids engaged, because as we discussed at the beginning of the course, when we were writing the questions for the 8th graders, the main concern was do not include vocabulary that they may not know. So for an example, it'd be, do not include the word, do you know what digital media literacy is? They don't. They can't even really comprehend like media literacy as a whole. So how would they know if they have it or if they don't have it? So that would obviously be a dead end question. And because of that, I have been thinking, okay, we can get source or what 8th graders prefer and what they would like and what they would dislike just from my brother, just to be a little helpful, because I do hope for this video that we do really well, because obviously I would want to get the A on that section automatically because we were picked, but also because I think we do have some really great ideas. Some more ideas that I had was we could do a lot of interactive games on their Chromebooks, because we were told they'll have their Chromebooks. So on their Chromebooks, but also physically standing up, going into teams, winning things as a team, getting a lot of prizes. And obviously the prizes will just be candy or stickers, not something crazy. We'll bring those on our own. And just kind of that stuff. So this past week I have been kind of thinking over what we could do, how our group could do it, and how our group could be better at what we're gonna do.